Locks of the card. I'm going with Sam Patterson being a lock of the card. And honestly, Tom Aspinall, I think he will win. I'm worried for him, but I do think he'll win. And then Loughran, I think Loughran beats Hadley pretty confidently. And Nathaniel Wood, I think he beats Pereira. So I'd say Mick Parkin, Nathaniel Wood, Cowlin Loughran, and Sam Patterson. And also, Pimlet said that Shauna Bannon had trained with, the girl that Shauna Bannon is fighting. Paddy knows Shauna Bannon and he's trained with her. And he also said that the girl that Shauna Bannon's fighting trained with Molly McCann. And he says that Shauna Bannon's going to win. So he's seen both of them train and thinks pretty confidently that Bannon will win by finish. So I think that's very telling. Get a bit of inside scoop. I also saw Pimlet like to comment on his page saying we need more Guru and Pimlet. So we'll see. I'm not going to do it too much, but definitely up for an interview in the future for sure. It banged. It did 210K views in a few days, which is pretty big. Remember when Adesanya said I defended my interim belt as a joke after the first Whittaker fight? Ridiculous that Aspinall genuinely has to. I know, yeah. Yeah, it is actually ridiculous, isn't it? It really is. Thank you for the fight, $8 Australian. But you know what, chat? I like how ridiculous it is. There is no more shaming way for Jones to end his career than for Aspinall to succeed, as we hope he will. I am happy in a way that it's this ridiculous. Who's with me on that one, chat? I'm actually kind of happy because it's so ridiculous that it's a whole new narrative that we don't really have before where, oh, there's someone being ducked right now, very blatantly, you know? Nick Diaz ex Vicente Luque fight postponed. Feelings? I'm A-okay with it. A-okay with it. I like that it's been postponed. I don't want it in Abu Dhabi. I think that is a Western audience's fight. If Nick Diaz is coming back, the Western audience deserves to be there for it. You know what I mean? Not some random Abu Dhabians that have no idea who Nick Diaz is and just, oh, it's Nick Diaz's brother. And like, no, the West deserves that fight. The Western audience deserves that fight. And if I had to put it on any fight, I'd put it on the Sphere. I'd put it on the fucking Sphere. And I think Nick Diaz in the Sphere at altitude, or maybe even at Salt Lake City at altitude, that could help him. So I think one of those two cards in September would be good. So I'd say UFC 306 at the Sphere. Push it back until then. If they want to put it a little bit sooner, I mean, you're going to have to put it on a pay-per-view. They're not going to do it in Australia. So I think UFC 306 is the move. I think that's a smart move. In the Sphere. Because then you don't have to overstack it too much because Diaz is a main card fight, isn't it? So you don't have to like look for top contenders the whole time. I saw Joaquin Buckley is saying that Wonderboy is a fake nice guy a day after I mentioned it on my stream. Dude, Joaquin Buckley's an MMA Guru fan. I'm telling you guys. Going after Ariel. Going after... I like Joaquin Buckley. Anyone else? A lot of people say he's annoying, but no other welterweights talk at all. And Joaquin Buckley's the only one yapping right now. So it's actually kind of fun. I think Jailton Almeida beats Tom. What do you think? What do you think? What do you fucking think, yeah? You motherfucking brah. I think he could. I'm not sure if he would, but I think he could. Is that a good enough answer for you? No, I don't think Jailton Almeida beats Tom Aspinall. No. If Blades can stay safe, Tom can, and I think Tom's way more dangerous than Blades in terms of first round finishing potential. Like, Blade stuffs a takedown, but then he's still there to, like, chain the takedown into another one, and that's where he kind of got messed up in the first round. Whereas Tom, if he sprawls a takedown, you're getting, like, immediately flattened out on bottom position, and he's landing some big shots, or he's going to, like, separate completely and give another good chance on the feet, you know? Tom's more athletic than Blades. Tom's actually probably the most athletic heavyweight of all time. I'm really glazing. I hope he loses now. I'm joking. But I think he is, chat. Wouldn't you say that? I know it's glazing, but it is kind of true in terms of the way he moves. Most athletic heavyweight of all time. I think that's fair. I don't even think that's glazing. I think that's just objectively true. He's the most athletically gifted heavyweight we've ever had. And he's English. It's not Brock. Brock was not moving like Tom. Not moving like Tom. It's probably Garn. Nah, Garn ain't as quick and explosive as Tom. Garn is athletic as fuck. And I think maybe on like a footwork drill for the NFL, you know, when you're going in and out of the ropes and stuff like that, maybe Garn would be better than Tom at that. But in terms of pure athletic explosivity and the muscles, Aspinal is definitely way more than Garn. I'm way faster. Thank you for the membership, Darren the Shagmaster Till. I appreciate the membership, dude. Garn is faster. I think he might be as light on his feet, if not lighter on his feet, and maybe more coordinated with his footwork, because Aspinall's got bow legs, which is kind of difficult to be good at footwork drills with. But I think Aspinall is definitely more athletic and explosive. Like, his muscle fibers are more fast twitched than Garn's. Okay, that way. Tom Aspinall has the most fast twitch muscle fibers in UFC. No, because then in Ngannou. Never mind. I think Aspinall's the most athletic overall, but yeah, not just pure fast twitch. Maybe, though. He's way faster than Ngannou. He's just not as powerful because he's not as muscled up. I don't know. It's a weird one. Aspinall's just a weird enigma of athleticism. Definitely the most athletic, I would say. But Brock, NFL numbers, yeah. But the way Aspinall moves at 260, man, I don't know, dude. People don't move like that. Maybe it's just pure fighting ability on top of it. The other guys just aren't as good. So maybe he's just as athletic, but way better than them. So he looks way more athletic. He should say that he wants to fight the best in the UFC and the GOAT of combat sports and proceed to call out Alex Pereira. No, maybe he could big man Jones like that, yeah. I want to fight the most dangerous man who's willing to fight me. And his name is Alex Pereira. Because there's another guy who ain't got the nuts for it. I don't know. Thank you for the $2 New Zealand. Ariel used his Juzar beams for it to go in. Yeah. I think Aspinall should do a rule of 3. What kind of goat, blah, 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 blah. What kind of goat abuses performance-enhancing drugs throughout his career? What kind of goat puts his hands on women? Jon Jones, I'm not your wife. You won't be putting hands on me, pal. I'll deliver swift justice in the name of domestic violence victims around the world. You fucking degenerate. But the first, what kind of goat should be something like, ducks his most dangerous opponent. That could be banging. That's what something Chael would pull off. What kind of goat ducks his top contender? What kind of goat abuses performance-enhancing drugs? What kind of goat beats up women? I'm not a woman, John. You won't be putting hands on me. I'll sleep you, pal. Just like you do for your wife when she overcooks dinner. And dinner's overcooked. And you and I've had a bad day at work, John. How about that, pal? Yeah, Tom would never do that, but yeah. My version of Tom Aspinall is good. Hey, and Jon Jones, I've got one thing to say, pal. I don't know how it gets worse, but when he gets loud, he does sound a bit more like that chat, right? When he first said, I'm going to go to Paris and I'm going to beat Jon Jones, his voice does change when he gets a bit louder, which is actually true when he's on the post-fight speech. I've had a bad day at work, John. It's been stressful, and I'm smelling overcooked dinner. It's time for a taste of your own medicine. How mad will you be if Aspinall gets chinned by blades and Jones goes on Twitter and says, y'all really thought this guy could beat me? Yeah. That would be so annoying. Aspinall giving compliments to a grateful Taro. You know what? You're actually a little taller than 5'5". I'm happy, thank you. Thank you for the $2, Joshua Melga. Yours $3.3 million. Alhamdulillah. No, you're going to give us the money or we're going to kill your family. Inshallah. I don't understand this money thing, brother.